Hey, quickly before we get into the video, I quickly wanted to share some news about the Signal/Premium group we have. Because over the last couple of weeks, going into the summer, but also the rest of the year, we have started drawing up some plans for spot accumulation of coins like Bitcoin, XRP, but also Solana. So for example, how we started was buying Bitcoin. We actually had limits right here from 100,000 into 98,000. Went in big, are making a lot of profit right now. So if you're interested in spot accumulation plans like that, outside of future signals, consider joining. But that's it for now. Just wanted to let you know about that. And now let's get into the video. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video right here on Dogecoin. We're going to do a full technical update right here. We'll talk about some fundamentals as well, because I think we need to regarding meme coins in general, but also a little bit regarding the ETF. Overnight we had some positive sentiment and some positive updates about a potential Solana ETF, and you might say, well, what does that matter? This is like the Solana video you recorded 2 videos ago. This is Dogecoin, which true. But still it matters for Dogecoin, right? Dogecoin is one of the potential ETFs that's actually a possibility, not only with a standalone ETF for Dogecoin spot specifically, but also to be added in more crypto ETFs, right? So for example, what we saw, or at least one of the ETF filings I saw, while I also keep an eye on some movements here. One of the things I saw is, for example, a top 50 ETF. Right, so will that have a major effect on Dogecoin? No, but there will be some institutional buying, and I'm not certain if it's priced in right now. I mean, if you look at the prices right now for Dogecoin, they're basically at the same level as the 30th of October, and the same levels right here as May and April of 2024. While I would say that the ETF fundamentally is at least good enough to get a move up higher. And that is also what I do expect. Now, and that is both fundamentally with this renewed interest in ETFs, but also this renewed higher probability of getting ETFs, but also because of the technicals. All right, and I already said this in my last video. What I said in my last video, which I think was 2-3 days ago, so Tuesday, Wednesday, we had already gotten this big move here from the bottom. But what I said is that, all right, well, we hit the bottom of a range, and then I mean this range right here. It's a bit of a weird range, I know, because we also had some major deviations right here, for example, but ultimately that is where most of the value has been traded since the beginning of March, or at least from the beginning of March until the breakout, the beginning of May. So it's relevant, and it has also been respected in the last couple of weeks. So we hit the bottom of that range right here. We had a major support level right here at 14.5 cents. And then we had a high volume bottom. So that's an indication that was the bottom. We had some strong momentum coming in right here. So that's a sign, I think, that the range will hold. And if the range will hold, right now we're near the bottom of the range. So technically, it's also most likely that we're going to move up to the POC, which is right here at 17.2 cents, so 0.172. And I'm not, I see no major momentum for Dogecoin, right? So open interest, volume, it's decent. But that is certainly not saying that we're going to break out or that we're going to pump. And the meme coin narrative in general, like all the meme coins together also don't look amazing. There's obviously always meme coins that do great, but the entire narrative, not that great. So do I expect a major move up? No. And I think the price action for Dogecoin right here has also been more constructive. We got a big move up. We left some imbalances. Here you can see that imbalance. We filled that imbalance. We bounced from the 7-day rolling VWAP. So now I think we're slowly going to get up to the POC. POC will provide resistance. But I do think afterwards we will be able to slowly get up towards 18.2 cents, 0.182. And in the meanwhile, I do think you should be prepared for a bigger spike down or a bigger move down because of fundamentals. Especially with trade deals and tariffs, etc. I think that's going to flare up a little bit more in July. So maybe we can have something like this, right? You should be prepared for that. You should be aware of that. But ultimately, I would say for now, given the current news and the current fundamentals, I'd say this is most likely. And even if we get a tariffs spike down, then I think we'll just do something similar to this again. But then it will just be postponed. So those are my thoughts. I think that's what you need to know. So hopefully that helps. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.